Hey everyone, today I'm going to film basically all the makeup that I'm taking to New York, and if you hear anything in the background, my boyfriend Aaron is sitting there, so just ignore him. And this is basically all the products I use in my everyday makeup routine anyway. And this is the bag I'm taking it in. I got this bag with the Rihanna perfume that I bought at the Britain Island Sex Model Live event, so it just came with the perfume. So yes, let's start with foundation, and I'm just taking the Gemma Kid Makeup School Light as Air, and sorry about the shadow, I have a massive bright light in front of me, and I'm in the shade Too Light, and this is actually just a tiny bit dark for me, but I think the light one which is the lightest shade, would just be too light for my skin. But all of their foundations are they've got yellow undertones, which is perfect for me because I've got yellowy olive undertones. And yeah, I'm just taking this because all my other foundations are in glass bottles, and this is a tube and it's quite light, so it's quite good for travelling really. So yeah, it's just a basic sort of matte, it's kind of similar to the Matte Lumia actually by Chanel. Yeah, but I quite like it. It's not my favourite foundation, but it will do. And then I'm also taking my NARS Laguna bronzer just because I use it every day just to sort of contour and warm up my complexion. And I've actually just hit pan on it a little bit today, and I've only had this for a couple of months I think, so yeah, I don't know if that's good or I don't know, but you get kind of a lot of product. But it's just really lovely bronzer for fairer skin tones. If you've got deep skin tones, that you might want to go for Casino. And next thing I'm pulling out of here is my HD Brows palette, and I use that one here, which is called Ash Brown, and I just absolutely love this. I don't know how I didn't fill in my eyebrows before, because it really helps to frame your face and sort of finish off your look. And the colours are actually quite versatile, because I know that I was watching Barbara's video the other day, the Persian Babe, and she uses the same colour as me, and she's got very dark brown hair, so they are very sort of versatile for different skin tones and hair colours and everything. And also because you can use these as an eyeshadow, so I'm not very much of an eyeshadow person, but if I do, then I would just sort of put a base colour on, something like that one there, and then maybe use a bit of this brown in the crease just to add a bit of definition. So that's kind of enough for me. Now with the brushes, actually I'll show you the brushes after I've gone through all the makeup. And the eyeliner I'm taking is the one that I've been using, and it's the Bourjois Line of Future. I don't know if I've said that right at all. I'm not very good with French or any languages in fact. And it's basically just like a felt tip. Sorry about the shadow. It's just like a felt tip. And when I first started using this, I actually hated it, but I don't like products going to waste, and I do like these as a brand. They do fantastic products for their price. So I just thought I'd use it up, and I've kind of got used to it. I've used it today. It does the job kind of thing. It does dry out a little bit, so sometimes you have to shake it before you carry on using it, but it lasts all day. And yeah, it might fade a tiny bit, but it's not really noticeable. But yeah, but if you can recommend any sort of eyeliners like this from high street brands, then please do recommend them to me, please, because I was thinking about getting maybe a gel liner from Bobbi Brown on MAC, but they just seem like so much effort to use in the morning. So yeah, I'm taking that with me as well. Mascara I'm using is just my favourite mascara ever. It's a Bourjois Volumizer, and it's one with the 2 steps. So you've got the 1 step there, which gives you more of a natural lash, and then the 2nd step there, which gives you sort of more volume. And I use both steps together. Step 1 first, obviously, just as like a base coat, and then this just added on more product. And they're essentially the same brush, but the second one has more product in, so this one's got a tighter filter. But yeah, I really like that mascara. I definitely recommend it. And I'm taking my MUA Clear Mascara, which was £1 from Superdrug, because I needed something to set my eyebrows. And this kind of does the job. Some people say it doesn't, but I haven't really got bushy eyebrows, so I don't need a really good one to sort of tame them. This sort of just keeps them in place for me, and it's good for me. Next product. Oh, I'm also going to take my NARS Sheer Glow because this is a sample and I've been loving this foundation so much. I'm wearing it today, and the shade I'm in, well, that she gave me is Santa Fe, and it's a really, really good match for me. So yeah, I'm going to sort of carry on using that first, and then if I run out of that, then I'll go on to the Gemma Kid. But I really, really love this, and I think I'm going to purchase it in full size when this runs out. But it's like the closest to perfect as a foundation that I've been looking for. And I'm also taking my Dior Amber Diamond highlighter, and it looks like this. And this is also just a really versatile product because you're not going to be able to see, but you've got some lighter shades here, and they go on to sort of like more bronzy shades there. So you can use each individual colour as an eyeshadow, and also different types of highlight. If you want more of a white based highlight, then you can use that. Or if you just want sort of like a bronzy glow on your cheek, you can just use this side of the palette, and it just really warms up your complexion. It's really lovely. And I bought this because it's just a really nice product that I can carry around me in my handbag. And when I'm in New York, it's most likely that I'm not going to be able to come home to the hotel and get ready and then go out, because there'll be such long days. We'll probably just be out and then go out for dinner kind of from wherever we are. So this is just a really nice product to put on to make it look a bit more evening-like, if you know what I mean. So yeah, it's a really lovely highlighter. I do recommend that. And blush I'm taking is, of course, Melba by MAC, and it's just the most gorgeous. It's just the most, I don't know if you're going to be able to see, it's just the most gorgeous peachy colour, and it's my go-to blusher and my favourite. So I'm taking that. And also I'm taking my concealers. If you saw my last video, you'll see that I got the Erase Paste with 2 other Benefit products in a special deal in Debenhams, I think it was. So I've been trying that out recently with my MAC Pro Long Wear Concealer, because you might have seen me talk about the Bobbi Brown corrector, and I think I've been matched wrong because it's not really right for me. I can't get on with it, it's too pink. And this is more of like a peachy based rather than, if you're going to be able to see, it's more of like, yeah, you can see there, it's more of like a peachy base than a pink base. And I have got more sort of, if I am going to have any redness in my face, it is more peachy. So this is much suited for me. I use this on the bottom and then just a little tiny bit of this on top, and they seem to be a really good match. So I'm just trying those out for now to see how well I get on with them sort of long term. And I'm also taking these iDew Dazzling Eye Drops, and I've done a blog post on these. Too much light, there we go. I've done a blog post, these on my blog, so I'll leave the link down to my blog below, and you can just see what I've said about them. And they're just really nice for taking out all the redness in your eye if you're woken up a bit, you've had a late night and then gone to bed, not had much sleep. It kind of just takes away all the redness and bloodshot in your eye, and it sort of really brightens up your face, and it really makes a difference to how you feel, like in yourself, as well as how your makeup looks. So they're sort of handy to have, and you're not meant to use them every day, but they're nice to use sort of every other day. So I'm taking those. And the 2 lipsticks I'm taking just a nude beige colour and a pink, and I'm taking the Viva Glam Gaga 2 Amplified. It's an amplified formula, which I think is my favourite formula by MAC, just because it's so pigmented, it's really creamy, moisturising, and it stays so long on your lips. And I've got it on my lips now, and it's kind of like a beige with the tiniest hint of like peach in there, I think. But that's how it looks on me. It looks different on all skin tones. And this is just a really lovely nude, and it's one of my favourites. I'm taking that. And I'm also taking my YSL Rouge Volupté in shade 1, which is nude beige, I think. And it's just a blue toned pink, and I don't like this full on my lips because I don't think blue toned pinks really suit me. So I just either dab it on its own or put the Viva Glam lipstick on, then just dab some of this on top, and it gives like a nice sort of pinky nude. So, and I always carry around sort of 1 pink lipstick and 1 nude lipstick with me, like in my handbag. And also just taking this little mirror, and it's, I think they're called Model Mirror, and yeah, you're going to see what's on my laptop, but there it's just got two mirrors basically, one there, and this one actually lights up, so it's got like a little light on it, so it's just really handy to keep in your handbag, and it's just got like a gold skull pattern on it, which I love. Now the brushes I'm taking is firstly this one, it's a MAC 187, and this is just my favourite brush for putting on bronzer and blusher, and I really need to get the smaller one, this, for blusher, because I don't like mixing brushes when you're using two products. And this I just find is the best tool to use if you want your bronzer to look more natural as well as your blusher, because it sort of blends in, you don't get any harsh lines, and it does just look really, really natural with this. So I'm taking that one, and it's just sort of like a duo fibre, really lovely and soft. And I'm also taking the Real Techniques by Samantha Chapman, and this is called the Stippling Brush, and it's kind of like this one if I just quickly compare it, and it's sort of like, it's probably about half the size of it, but what I really like about this one is that it's sort of in between this one and the 130. I think the other one's called that. There's a 130 and it's really short. I've got that one as well, but it's kind of in between the 130 and the 187 because it's short but a bit bigger than the 130, but it's more dense than this, and it's not as dense as the 130, if I've made any sense there at all. So it's kind of like a nice combination, because this isn't quite the best for foundation and the 130 isn't quite the best, and I think the 188, I think the other one is, sort of the one in between, that's a bit too small for and not very dense for foundation and stuff. And because I do like a fuller coverage, medium to full coverage, this is just kind of the perfect sort of in between. The only thing I don't like about it is that the bristles aren't as soft as those ones at the top, these white ones, which can sometimes cause lines, but if you buff it in really well, that's nice. And I do get sort of a bit of peachy redness here on my cheek, so I like a bit more coverage then, and on that sort of part of my face. So I use the Sigma Flat Top Kabuki, or F80, and I just put a little bit of product on the brush and I stipple it around my nose and just around here, and that just gives me the perfect coverage I need, and it kind of just looks really lovely and flawless, you could say. You're not going to get your skin flawless, because I think it's pretty impossible unless you have amazing skin, etc. But yeah, I really like it for this, because I have tried this for foundation, but I felt like it's just a bit too dense. But I'm going to try it again, but I don't know, I think it's just a little bit too dense. It's really good for stippling, and after I've done that, I just sort of go around my face and push the rest of the foundation into my skin, just to, you know, help it last longer. So yeah, that is everything that I'm taking to New York with me, and I think I'm going to upload this on Sunday. So yeah, and I've got some videos lined up for you in the week to watch while I'm at New York as well. So yeah, I hope you liked this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!